Katie Milley says, one of my favorite things about The Chosen is the way it's portrayed the humanity and ordinariness of the apostles. It made me so clear, finally, that they weren't called because they were already saintly or the most holy of the Jews. Having said that, Simon Peter has always seemed such an odd choice to be the leader after being so immersed in his story for 5 years now. Any thoughts on why he was chosen?
That's a question for Jesus, I think. I think because, he had because of his background as a fisherman, he became a fisher of men.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, to have this equanimity, I don't know if that's the right word, with the common man and with the people of the earth, the people of the manual laborers, because he could relate to all of those people in a way that, the Levites and the priests maybe couldn't. I think, he was one of the least likely that people would have thought to choose, and I think that's what made him perfect for God to choose him.
I do often think it would have been difficult. Sometimes you think if I was an apostle, it'd be a lot easier to believe. But it must be very difficult. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, you got Jesus one moment, he's healing someone, and the next moment he's like, I'm just going to head off to the toilet and I'll be right back. And you're like, okay, what is happening? I don't know. The ordinariness, as this person says, is shocking. It's scandalous in a way.
I think that's something we have to remember, and what reminds us that each one of us has that opportunity to aspire to sainthood, to aspire to holiness, is that we are the people God put on this earth. And if any one of them could become saints, then any one of us can become saints.
Yeah.
Augustine is a huge example of that. I mean, any of the saints that struggled with their earthly lives, and anybody that's got the thorn in the flesh, myself included, is, I'm like, Lord, just take it away from me. Like, nope, my grace is sufficient.
When I read through Matthew's gospel again recently, I kept bumping into that line that says the scribes were shocked that he spoke as one with authority. When I read Matthew again, I was genuinely shocked at how kind Jesus was. It's so important that we read the Bible regularly, because when we don't, our vision of who God is and we are distorts. Yeah. He's so kind. Even the feeding of the 5,000, how it says that he didn't want to let them go off unless they fainted along the way. So he's not just concerned about their spiritual welfare, but their physical welfare. Like, he's so beautiful.
Yeah, there's nobody like him.
But I think what happens in a day and age where there's so much chaos, so much division, we're so angry about so many things, Jesus can accidentally become the stick we use to hit other people with. Yeah. We want to see who's in and who's out. We want to make everything neat and clear again. And so a kind Jesus, way kinder than we are, we should say, take such refuge and joy in the fact that Jesus is kinder than you are. And me. I don't mean you, but all of us,
He is.
He is.
But he is.
Not you, obviously. You're way kinder. Well, we should just take such tremendous joy that you being all of us, have a narrow, little, wretched heart that refuses to forgive time and time again, who gets bent out of shape over little things. You think you're so important. Jesus is so much better than you are.
Yeah.
And he's the one who's inviting you into a relationship with him. How good is that?
And that makes me think, thank God for the sacrament of reconciliation. And that's how we get back to that. That's how we get back to that, being in that relationship.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, do us a favor, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the video, like, and subscribe.